Hello. In this video, my friend Rety and I will be setting up Pterodactyl on his dedicated server. We'll cover panel setup, we'll install the Pterodactyl panel, then we'll set it up with a custom domain and SSL certificates on Nginx. Wings setup. Next, we'll install the Pterodactyl Wings daemon on the same server, and we'll make sure to enable SSL for the Wings too. Database configuration. We'll set up the databases for Pterodactyl panel. This will allow databases to be assigned to servers and created by users. Finally, we'll create a Minecraft server to make sure everything is working properly. Rety will be doing all the hands-on work while streaming to me on Discord. I'll be there to guide him through the process. We'll be using the official Pterodactyl documentation for copying commands, so let's start by heading to pterodactyl.io and clicking on Let's get started. So let's start by connecting to your server, Rety.
Okay.
And now let's
go.
And now let's look at the Pterodactyl documentation. So we're gonna just follow it step by step. So let's start with. Could you scroll up so we can see if there's anything at the beginning? Okay, so we'll be using Ubuntu 24. Okay, so MariaDB can be. What is there? Wait, can you scroll up? MariaDB can be installed without the REPL setup script. Okay, so we'll have to remember that. And okay, so let's start installing dependencies.
Okay, so let's with this one by one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the first thing is like you have to run sudo, right?
Oh yeah, I have to run a sudo s.
Yeah, we can just enter the root mode, and now you can run the commands as a root all the time.
And there we go, and now just do this again.
Okay. And hold on a little, wait, because it says for PHP Ubuntu 20 and 22, so maybe we don't need that on Ubuntu 24, I believe, because it is not mentioned here. So let's go to the Redis one. Oh, actually, do we need that Redis API repository? Well, it says we do, so just do it.
Yeah, we probably should. Is this all one command? Like this all with the echo?
No,
it's
no,
like all one.
No, it's a separate one, but I believe you should copy it just line by line, you know.
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Okay, and now we can skip this one.
We don't have to do that one, and now we update. Okay.
Okay, give me a moment right now. I'm gonna just make sure that the recording started. So.
Yes.
Okay, it's recording. Fine. So continue, please.
Imagine like half through this thing, we would suffice to like not being recording.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay.
Perfect.
So this step is done, and now we go to the install of Composer. Okay, so we do that.
So Composer is like a package manager for PHP.
Yeah. Oh, that was quickly. Okay.
Download files. So now we're installing Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Pterodactyl panel, to be exact.
Okay, we create there, and now we connect to it. There.
Yes, so with this command we download the files from the latest release on GitHub. So we unzip the file. And then we just run some permissions commands, so I guess Nginx can work with this.
There. Okay, and now for the installation.
Yeah, so now we have to set up the MySQL.
Okay, I'm gonna clear this mess and...
Okay.
Okay,
so obviously by default you have no password, so you just press enter.
Okay.
So, and now you have to create a user for the panel. So maybe open Notepad and just enter the password and everything in Notepad. And we obviously gonna change the password later before we upload this video. So.
Okay, so
just maybe copy all of these commands that were there.
Okay, all of this. There we go.
What is this annoying sound effect, by the way? Can you mute it?
It's actually from the Discord.
It's from Discord.
Every time there's like I don't know what it is actually, but it's I don't know how it's called.
Can you
thing that it does, but it's like a part of the video or something. When something happens, it does that, and I don't know how to mute it.
So what? Can you try to like mute your whole computer, like disable the sound, the voice? I mean, like...
That is possible, I think. Okay, let's like do this.
Or perhaps I can mute it. I actually can mute it on the stream, so maybe... Okay, so we'll see. Maybe it's gonna be good now. I already muted it. Okay, so we can...
Wait. I can try something. Let me... Oh, I can't. No, I was... Yeah, I can't mute it because I wouldn't be able to hear you.
Yeah, so never mind, because actually I muted it on the stream, so I forgot I could do that.
Okay.
So it should be good now.
Okay, so we leave the IP as it is, and we just do something with the password,
so this will only allow connections like internally in the server. It doesn't allow remote connections because you set it to a localhost IP.
Yeah. Oh. There.
Yeah, alright.
Okay.
And...
There we go.
Looks good. Alright, so what is it's gonna create a username, a user with username Pterodactyl, and the password you entered, then database, and then grant all privileges to this database to this user. Okay, this looks good.
Okay, and we just okay, yeah, paste anyway.
Yeah.
And we press enter.
Okay.
There.
So we already created a user.
There. So that's done. Now we do this. Oh yeah, we create environment variables.
So then we have to run some composer install with a...
Yeah.
Perfect. And yeah, so with this one we generate like an encryption key for Pterodactyl.
Okay.
So it can probably encrypt passwords and maybe some other stuff in the database.
Pick up encryption key in the environment. Are we going to do this or?
No, it just says what it does when you generate a new key. So this key,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so this key is used for encrypting the API keys, for example.
Yeah, okay.
And then you've
So
done, yeah, so setup, it's gonna like you for like step by step to set up the server. Yeah, so you can clear your console and run the command. Yeah, so this one doesn't really matter, like, because this is no, you just
wait. I should put something in there, right?
Yeah, so you have to put something there one by one. And this one you should enter your email. However, this is not really important because this is if you try to create your own eggs in the Pterodactyl panel. Then if you exported them, they would export with this email. But you
so it has to be real email.
Well, it should be real email, but obviously it won't be. This feature is not really used.
Yeah, I'm just going to put a random email I use.
Okay.
Okay, what about this?
Yes, so this is the application URL. So you have to decide now what domain you're gonna use for this panel. Do you have a domain?
I do not yet. I did not set up yet any like domain.
But do you have any domain purchased, or do you have?
I feel like I do.
Or maybe just let's look for the domain you're gonna use. So you wanna buy a domain, probably.
Okay.
So let's just.
Yeah, let me try to search if I do have one, because I feel like I do. It may already expired, but I'm gonna check.
But if you want, you can just buy a domain. You know, it's not very expensive. And you can get some fun domain for the server. Because you can use it later also for Minecraft. You can make it so people will connect with this domain instead of providing the IP and port. That's really cool. So they have to enter like mc.hypixel.net instead of typing in the IP and port of Hypixel.
Okay. I was just I'm trying to find the I okay, I remember it. I remember. It's Forbesy is the one I'm using. Okay. Do I have to show this, or like buying the domain, or it's not necessary?
No, it's not necessary. So let's go back to the console, and you're just gonna enter this domain here. So starting with HTTPS.
Okay, wait. I have to first find out if the domain is still free.
A few moments later.
Okay. All right. So we're just going to enter. Should we like put like panel dot in front?
Well, this is up to you. Probably yes.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do that. And it should be HTTP or HTTPS.
We're gonna set up HTTPS definitely.
All right. Panel dot. No. MC. Is it like that? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's easy. There we go. Should there be like this behind it, or without?
No. Like you can see in an example, there isn't. So.
Time zone. Holy shit.
Probably you want your own time zone, so.
Oh yeah, I should probably.
I think you have to click it with control, holding a control key, and click on it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay, we want Europe, and let's see this one. It is.
So you just copy this Europe/Prime.
That is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this?
Yeah, they're definitely Redis, recommended one. We already installed Redis, so.
So Redis. All right.
And again.
And this is again Redis. Okay, and again.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, why not? And here, probably not. Why do you want to send any data?
Yeah. And
here, as it says in the note, you just go with the default values, because by default there isn't any password. It's just not open to remote connections, and it doesn't have any password. So you just click enter, and it's gonna use the default value.
Okay.
And again, empty, because there is no password. The port is default, because we didn't change anything. And that's it, yeah.
Alright. Okay, let's clear that one.
Okay, so did you buy the domain? Because we're gonna need it later.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to. Okay. Wait, let's see. I'm going to open my laptop because I think I already have an account on Forbesy. I just have to find the passwords to it.
So maybe we'll get to the point where we need it, and then we're gonna like take a break. You're gonna buy it, and we're gonna like stop the video and then start recording another video that I will connect together with this one.
Okay.
Okay, so let's continue with other steps, and we'll just stop at the moment when we need your domain.
Okay, okay. So we don't need this anymore, and
so now we have to set up the database.
Yeah, okay, so this was the setup, and now we do this.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Go. Okay, so just click enter.
Yeah, but remember there will be a password and the username. Okay, enter. This is a default port. And
name.
Database name panel, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
And yes, we use Pterodactyl because we just copied the command from the documentation, and here you have to enter the password you used. You still have
mean the one
this one
that we entered here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's there.
Wait, okay, I think that's all good. I thought it would be checking the connection, but maybe not. Okay, so we'll just continue with the next step. So the next step is set up the mail, but we're not gonna cover it in this video because it's unnecessary. I mean, it's good. It's good.
It is unnecessary.
Yeah, because it's like in case you forgot your password, you could reset it, but you're not gonna forget your password.
Okay.
You can always just connect to the database and change it. So we're not gonna cover it in this video. We can make another video for that.
So we do this instead.
Yeah, so this will run database migrations if the connection string or if the connection values were set up correctly. It's gonna work. Yeah, it's working. So it creates all the tables in the database.
Oh, it's done. Okay.
It's done, so we can look at the next step, which is create a first user.
Yes.
So remember that you have to run all these commands from this Pterodactyl directory where you install the panel.
Yes. Are we going to give this first user administrator perms? I think.
Yeah, of course. It's gonna be you, so.
Yeah. This is the same email as before.
Well, it can be any email, but I guess you want to use the same one.
Yeah, let's just put that one. Username.
It can be anything.
This is the one. This is the one that I'm going to be using for. Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah, for login. Yeah.
And I can just make this shit up, right?
Yeah, it's your own database, so you can just.
I'm just gonna put this and.
I guess you can repeat Rety or something. That's what I do. I just enter like, I'm Carl.
Yeah. And the password is not going to be the same as in the database. This should be the password I'll be connecting to when. Yeah. Okay.
For the website panel, so don't reveal it. Don't tell us, and just enter anything there.
All right. Let me actually just open Notepad, just quickly, like, put a random password.
All right. Good idea.
Is it going to like ask for the password again in order to make sure that it's good, or?
Oh, I can't remember.
All right, let's try it. No, it's not gonna ask.
All right. In case it's invalid, we're just gonna show you on the video how to change it. So that's even better, maybe.
Okay.
Because if somebody's gonna have a problem, we can show them how to change the password.
All right.
So the next one
and
is
now set permissions.
yeah. So we're gonna be using Nginx. So we have to run this just to prepare for Nginx configuration, and then there's we don't have to run this because you can read that it says.
Yeah, if using Nginx on our okay.
Yeah, so it's on other operating system.
These two we don't need, just one of them.
Yeah, just one of them. And because we use Ubuntu, we just use the first one. So now this is important because if you want to use the Pterodactyl scheduler, for example, to restart the server, or you know, the scheduler thing on in the Pterodactyl. So like send a command every period of time. So this is necessary to set up the queue listener. But no, hold on. This is not a command. Read the description. Read the description. Look, it says the first thing we need to do is open the contact and enter it there.
I just
so
without using my brain, I've just entered this and
yeah,
it didn't do anything. But yeah,
because we didn't read the descriptions earlier, so yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nano is the best one.
Which one are we going to be using?
Yeah, just use Nano. So enter 1.
Okay.
Okay, and at the bottom of this file, you should add this line you copied earlier.
Oh no, not this one. There we go.
And you can now exit. Perfect. So let's see what's the next step. Probably. Yeah. So now we create a queue worker
file in this with the contents below.
So I will tell you how to do it. So just copy the contents, and I will just tell you what to write in the.
Okay, so all of this.
Yeah, all of this.
Right.
And what you have to do is create a new file. So you can type in nano.
In this file.
No. But I will tell you the directory. So no, stay in this directory. It's fine.
Okay.
So just we're gonna specify the full path of this file. So start typing nano. And then /etc /systemd /system and and they suggested that the name of the file should be Pterodactyl, I believe, right? You can just make sure.
Let's check.
Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
So you just call it like that. You don't have to copy because we copied the contents. You can just write it.
All right.
Does service. Okay, looks good. So you now enter and paste the contents, right? And yeah, exit the file. And now we're gonna have to enable it. So to enable it, you're actually gonna have to just copy these two commands exactly. So we're enabling the Redis server we installed previously when we were installing dependencies. And now we're also gonna enable this service for the queue listener or queue worker. Is
this one?
And let's just validate it's working. So let's type in systemctl status Pterodactyl. So you can just type it here. Status.
And
the name of the
service name was Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl.service. Yeah, active.
This looks good. Well, It has some fail messages, but that's because we didn't set up email probably, which is fine.
Oh yeah.
But the service is
Yeah.
running, so this is fine.
Yeah. Okay, and
So
now
let's
the
look
web
at-
server configuration.
Yeah, so now we're gonna need to do, we're gonna need your domain. So
Okay. Let me purchase it.
A few moments later.
Okay.
and we're gonna create a record for like all of the domain. So you just need to or I believe you didn't enter anything there. Let's see. Well, it can be different on every provider, but let's set the TTL to some less value, like 5 minutes or even less.
Like this?
Yeah, like 300 seconds. No.
Okay.
And the value will be the IP of your server.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so now your root domain redirects the is set up to
the CNAME, right?
point to your server IP, and now we're gonna create a CNAME that will point to this A records. Or so basically any subdomain will also be able to be set up on your dedicated server. And no, this value should not be the IP. The value of CNAME should be the name of the root domain. So mvsomc.cz.
Oh yeah, okay. There.
And let's change the TTL so we don't have to wait so long.
And there should be this symbol there, right?
Yeah, this way. Yeah.
Okay. Also, this DTL, what it does exactly?
Well, I'm not sure exactly, but I guess it's what I remember. Well, we can check it out on Google. We'll see. So
yeah,
search on Google maybe.
Actually, let's do that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I actually know I remembered it, but I don't.
I think it's like a refresh time in DNS. So what is the TTL value? Time to live.
Refers to the amount of hops the packets is sent to exist inside the network before being... Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, so 300 is enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is everything in this page here, right?
Yeah, that should be it. Just you can hide it, but keep it open just in case we have to adjust anything.
Alright.
So we're gonna now monitor and wait for this domain to be pointed to your server, so we can open the terminal, new window. Oh, actually, open the existing Windows terminal window, yeah, and press a new tab here. And you can zoom in a little and try to ping this domain.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Not correct.
Yeah. Okay, it looks like your IP, I believe. Right?
Let's see.
54 and ends with 150.
Yes, correct. Correct IP.
Yeah, so we can go on and just set up Nginx now.
Okay. So now what we do is we take this NGX with SSL.
Yeah, so we're gonna set it up on Nginx and we're gonna set it up with SSL. So first it says to remove a default Nginx configuration. Well, that's fine. We can do that. What's the next thing? The next thing will be... Okay, so basically copy this into Notepad so you can change the values. Okay, can you make it full screen so it's easier to read it?
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm probably going to do...
Maybe Notepad++, right? Or VS Code?
Yeah, VS Code.
Good idea.
There we go. Ah, it's opened in another window. Okay, let me just... New file. Text file.
You can add extension to this file .conf, so maybe it will do some highlighting.
Oh, okay. Let's do that. New file, text file, language.
Conf, CONF. Does it have one?
Code. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's code text binary. There's.
Okay, so it probably
no,
doesn't, but it doesn't matter. It's a pretty simple syntax. So basically,
it highlighted all the domains.
Yeah, you just have to replace all the domains.
I don't have to do it here, right? Because it's a comment.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So just delete the comments for.
Yeah, sure. Okay, this. So this.
And replace all the domain tags.
And replace it with the.
Oh yeah, with the subdomain of your panel. So if you want the panel to be on panel.yourdomain.com, then you want to enter the subdomain. But if you want to use the home, like the root domain, then you can use it too.
So like this, right?
Yeah, I would recommend like this.
All right. There we go. So with this, I should do it everywhere, right?
Yes.
Here, here, and here. There we go.
All right, so.
Oh, I didn't want to do that.
So you just want to copy it now, and we'll just create this file in the proper place. So if you look back, it says to create it in etc/nginx sites available. So maybe let's go to that directory.
Okay, so.
No, actually, you don't want to create a directory. This directory already exists. So you just enter this directory, and we're gonna create a file. Oh, no problem. Yeah, we can create it from there. So enter the full path. So start with /etc nginx, and then sites available. Yeah, and the name of the file
is pterodactyl.conf.
Yeah, they recommend pterodactyl.conf. It's okay.
Okay, so let's do that. Okay, go. Enter. Let's see if everything's there. Yes, everything's okay. There we go.
All right, so now we have to. If you scroll down, now it shows you how to enable this configuration. So you will have to enable this. And before you restart Nginx, hold on for a moment. So just enable it first, okay?
Okay.
And before you restart Nginx, you can always test the configuration using nginx-t. So this will test the configuration before restarting it. Yeah, and this obviously says that you don't have the certificate that you have referenced in this .conf file you just enabled. So before you start Nginx, you have to create SSL certificate. And there's a guide for that in this Pterodactyl documentation. So go back to the documentation. And if you look at the left side, there's tutorials and creating SSL certificates. It's a very good tutorial.
Open it in a new tab. There we go.
So it recommends installing certbot, which is like a program for generating certificates automatically.
Okay, do we go somewhere else or be still in this destination?
We can be in this destination, no problem.
All right. Wait, I ran update even though we actually did that already.
Oh yeah, but it's never too much, you know. All right, so now we're installing certbot, and you will want to use another command.
Okay, and after this, run this. If you use engine, yeah, we use this, so we use this one. Go.
And I realized now that let's just continue with this tutorial for creating certificates, but you will see that we're gonna have to. There will be an error, but I'll explain it when we get there. So scroll down and just.
Okay.
So we have to run the HTTP challenge. So for Nginx.
Yeah. So Nginx third
First
one.
one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And obviously you replace .example.com with your domain.
The domain has to be with the panel one, or
Yes, it has to be exactly the one you entered there.
okay.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Come on, you forgot about the MC. This is not your domain. Cancel.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you have to enter mc.cz. You know.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So the problem here is that we enable the configuration, and this server, what it does, it basically just sets up a site for you on Nginx to just verify the domain with let's encrypt. And so it needs to restart Nginx, but it couldn't restart it because the configuration is invalid because the Nginx doesn't find the file for the domain you created. So we have to disable the site you enabled.
Okay, how to do that?
So to do that, you just have to type in rm, like remove command, and now specify the file name of this enabled site. So we enabled it. We created a symlink in /etc/nginx /site-enabled, sorry, and not available, enabled, because we created a symlink.
Oh.
Enabled. And there is a pterodactyl.conf file. So now if you run it, you disable the pterodactyl.conf from Nginx. You can run nginx-t to test the configuration. You will see that it's working because we disabled the file. So now you can run the servbot command again. It will be able to restart the server, I mean Nginx. And well, for Let's Encrypt to use, you need to enter the email address so they can send you notifications about when your SSL certificate expires, because it expires every 3 months, I believe. But I believe the certbot has a automatic renewal feature, so you won't have to do it manually.
Yeah, we have to accept those, right?
Yes. Yeah. And you are not willing to receive their notifications about some products. How now?
To share your email address, electronic frontier, blah 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 blah.
Well,
okay, so just no, right?
Yeah, I guess you don't want. Well, but if you do, you can. No problem. You can now receive emails about their. I don't know, just like some newsletter, you know. Okay, so perfect. So we got the certificate, so we can enable the site again.
Okay, we do that by going again into the...
This one, yeah. This one is to create...
This one, right?
All right.
Okay, and we have to put this there, right, again?
No, we already did that, because we didn't delete the available. We only removed the symlink.
Yeah, we deleted... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so this is a cool feature, that's why you have these two directories.
So now we do the nginx-t again.
Yeah, so we can test the configuration. So it's so good, so we can restart Nginx now.
So what we do now?
You have to type in systemctl restart Nginx, or you can just copy it, right? This one.
Oh yeah, okay. There we go. And now we can do status.
Yes. So it's running. So I guess we can just check if this panel is working. So you can go on the browser and visit the domain.
It should work already, right?
Yeah, I think it should, yeah.
Panel dot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's working. So you can try to sign in to your account.
Okay, let me get the password. Okay, now let's see if the password works and I entered it correctly when we were setting it up.
Yeah, hopefully. Yes.
It does.
Yes, that's good.
Save it.
All right, so we got a working instance of Pterodactyl panel. So we can enter the admin dashboard.
How to do that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, this one. So, well, you have a Pterodactyl panel, but you obviously can't set up any servers yet because we need to install Wings. So it can create those Docker containers to run the servers.
Okay.
So we can do it on the same dedicated server. You don't need to have like a separate server for panel and Wings. Although they don't recommend this, but it works. Like I hosted the servers like this many times. So.
All right, let's do that.
So let's just continue with the tutorial. So there's another guide in this Pterodactyl website.
Give me a sec. I'm gonna close the door.
Sure.
All right, I'm back.
So on the left side, you've got a Wings category under the panel.
Yeah. So install Wings.
Yeah. So we're gonna install Wings now.
All right.
So it is supported on our system. That's good. And this installation process is much easier and much faster. So it's gonna be
Okay.
cool.
So we need this command.
Well, this is just to check the system requirements, but yeah, you can.
Okay, we don't need that.
We don't need that because you bought a server from OVH. This server supports it.
All right.
But if somebody had a problem running it, so they might need to wanna check this.
Like we could run it just.
Yeah, we can run it just to show them.
Yeah. Let's clear this out. Okay, Intel Corporation.
Well, it doesn't say anything that Intel Corporation won't work, so I guess this is fine.
Yeah.
They mentioned that if it's... Well, they mentioned in the description up there that if it's like... If you are using Virtuoso, OpenVS, or LXC virtualization, you will most likely be unable to run Wings. Well, but we don't, so we're fine. Good to go.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
now,
so we use this.
so this is a script to install Docker. So we just run it and it's gonna install Docker for you. On any operating system, basically.
And you have to do this when you install these. It does all the games, or like you have to do you have to do those that you want to do.
No, so the games, so basically instructions for how to install specific game servers is included in the panel. And these are called eggs, and they are by default they're installed there. Like there are some, like I think like 20 or 30 eggs that are pre-installed for you in the database. So if you let's show this. So you can go into the Pterodactyl panel.
All right. Go.
And there's nests at the bottom of the navigation bar. Yes, so we can see there's 3 categories that you have. They're called nests, and these nests contain eggs. And these eggs are like instructions for how to set up a game server.
All right.
And yeah,
so it already has like these 4.
Yeah, these 4 categories. But if you click on Minecraft, for example, it has like 5 different eggs, which are like 5 different instructions for how to set up different type of Minecraft servers.
Oh yeah, and you have to download it.
No, you don't have to download it. It's like if you wanted to, you could actually upload it. Like you could upload another egg. Like for example, it doesn't contain an egg for Unturned, the game on Steam. You would have to.
We actually could do that. You know, upload the egg for Steam.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. But let's now finish with the Wings, right? So I'll show you.
Yeah, sure.
Later.
No. Yeah, not that.
Okay, so you can look in the terminal. It's finished successfully. Is there any warning? Because there was some warning.
Yeah, access to remote API, privileged Docker, yeah, blah blah.
Yeah, well, fine. So you can just type in Docker info if everything is fine. It should work.
Like this?
Yeah. Okay, it's working fine. So let's see what's the next command.
Let's clear it out. Okay, so
this is to enable Docker to start on boot. So this is important. Otherwise, your servers won't restart when you start the dedicated server.
If it's gonna restart, it's not gonna work afterwards. Okay.
So then there's we're talking about swap, but we use Docker info, so we can run Docker info again.
Okay.
If you didn't have swap enabled, then it would say at the bottom that you don't have a swap enabled, but in most cases you won't have this problem, so you can just continue and skip this step. But if you had a warning at the very bottom of this output, then you will have to, well, basically do what it says in the guide. But we're not gonna cover that because it didn't happen to us, so we can show this. Okay, so we're gonna continue with installing Wings.
Okay. I can actually do it without using the sudo in front.
Because we're running everything as a root.
Go.
Yes, so now we download the Wings from the GitHub. Okay, it's finished, so we downloaded it.
And the last is this.
Yeah, just some permission stuff.
Go.
Alright. Yeah, and the next thing we have to because you could have multiple dedicated servers in multiple locations with one single panel instance, right? So like those big game server hostings, they have like one Pterodactyl panel instance and they have like 100 dedicated servers around the world.
Okay.
So this is like so you have to register this node. Node is like the Wings instance.
Yeah, I've been
in the panel.
working with.
So it can communicate, you know.
Yeah, right here. Yes. So we don't have to do this step.
No, we actually have to, because we have to add the Wings to this. So we have to create a new. And it's gonna say that you have to first create a location. So this is our requirement. So create a location.
Okay. So this should be
location of your server. So your server is in Poland, so you can type in PL.
That's it?
Yeah, or pl.eu, anything that's just.
Alright.
This is just for you, you know. I think you just can't use space. You have to use like, or did you use the dot or did you use a space? I can see.
This is dot.
Okay,
that's PL dot.
Yeah, I can see very well. Okay.
And do this.
Oh yeah, that's much better. So okay, so we get a location. Now we're gonna create a node. So go back to nodes. Yeah, and hit create new. Yeah, and we're gonna have to create another domain, subdomain to be exact, for this Wings to work, because they also like provide the Wings also have an API, you know. So,
okay, so where we should do the subdomain.
Yeah, so maybe let's first thing type in the name for this Wings. So what do we call this server? Maybe you can do it the same as the host name. So we call it Daddyman, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's gonna be your Daddyman. So.
I'm glad I wasn't the one who said it.
Yeah. Yeah. No problem. So the location is obviously you only get one location. So this is already selected. The visibility is it just doesn't matter because you're not gonna use auto deployment. So just keep it public. No problem.
All right.
So and then there's a FQDN. So this is a subdomain you're gonna use for this server. So well, obviously if the name is Daddyman, so you're gonna probably call it Daddyman.
You know what? Let's actually we can actually call it. Let's say we can actually do it API. Like why not?
No. This is very misleading. Because this is because Pterodactyl Panel also has its own API. So it's better to use like a custom name
Okay,
or you could call it like PL1. So this means the first server in the PL location. But in my opinion, the domain is fine, because since you're not going to have many more servers.
All right.
So just okay. So just you did it right. So now before we do, maybe let's just finish this configuration. Fine. So
we will do this.
Yes, we're going to set up SSL certificate, and we're not going to use any proxy because we're not using Cloudflare proxy.
Okay.
Then the memory, you want to enter the memory your dedicated server has, so it's like 32 gigs, right?
Let's see. Where?
Yeah, the memory is here.
Yeah. 32 gigs.
Yeah, so just enter like 32,000, right? And over allocation, this is up to you, really. Well, if you don't want to, like, if you wanted to create more servers than the memory allows you, like go over the limit, because obviously this is just a limit, so you could have 5 servers set with 10 gigabytes of RAM limit, which would be like, I said 5, so like 50 gigabytes of RAM. However, they're not gonna use all of it, right? Most of the time they might be using less. So you can disable over allocation, or you can just make sure that it doesn't allow you to create more servers than it is possible to use in the limits. So, well, this is up to you. Let's just set it to 0, okay? So this is gonna not allow you to create more servers.
Okay.
So then there's a disk space, and this is the same. I mean, this is, well, obviously you've got 2 terabytes, so it can be. And you obviously don't need that much, so you can just enter 1 terabyte, is fine.
That's how much is that in? Okay, that's 1 million, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, and this is also 0, right?
Yeah, this is also 0. And then there is ports. So the daemon port is a HTTP server port, like for the API, and SFTP is necessary for, I believe, file uploads maybe. Or
so we leave it like it is.
Yeah, just leave it as
it is. So now we can create it.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Yeah.
It cannot resolve valid IP address.
So this is weird. So try to ping this. Oh, again, sorry, but you used the wrong domain name. Come on. I know this is.
Where do you see it?
Yeah, in the FQDN.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, you don't own your school's domain name, so.
I'm trying to hack into my school.
Yeah, literally. Like, they get so many requests already. You cannot blacklist here, probably. I don't know.
The IT guy's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
So look in the configuration now. We're gonna add allocations later. So just open configuration. No, it's a tab in this page. Next to allocations.
Oh yeah, I did not see it. Okay.
And basically copy all of it.
Oh fuck. Yeah, like this. Okay.
And go back to terminal. And now you're gonna have to, like, if you look back to Pterodactyl again for a second. So it says that the file should be placed in your daemon's root directory in a file called config.yaml.
Oh yeah, and in the ATC
Yeah.
Pterodactyl, okay.
Yeah, so
we do nano
/etc
Pterodactyl
and the file must be config.yaml.
YAML, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So
and
now
we
you just paste it. Press Ctrl X. And
there we go.
And the next thing is we have to create the certificates again. So you're gonna have to run certbot for this domain, for your domain.
Alright, so we have to do we have to run this again.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's the...
Daddy, no, that DE. Don't
MC,
forget. Yes, MC.
Trying to not forget. Okay.
Right. There you go.
Right.
So
do we have to restart something or?
No, because this time we're actually we didn't create this certificate for Nginx. Instead, we created it for this Wings service. You can show the file again, like the Wings file. So just type in cat, or just yeah, you can type in here cat, like a cat, you know.
All right.
And the name of the file config.yaml, but also, sorry, you have to specify the full path because you're not in the directory. And as you can see in the SSL configuration, there's a path to the certificates, and those certificates that you create with certbot are by default created in this directory. So with this dailyman.mvs or mccz, so like your domain name has to be specified there. But it is when you create the server, when you create a node in Pterodactyl, it creates that for you. So we just copy, and you don't have to think about it. We just have to create that certificate, which we did. So now we can. Yeah, so now we can try running the Wings. So go back to the documentation, because there's a command there. Documentation of installing Wings.
This?
So, yeah, so we can run Wings with the debug option, why not?
Okay, let's clear it out.
Okay, so it looks good here, no errors. Let's see in the panel. Yeah, and press on Notes page.
Mounts?
No, sorry, I said Notes.
Oh, Notes.
Yeah, and you can see the heart is beating, so it's working. So, so now you're gonna just go back to the documentation. Because now we're gonna make this a service, because obviously right now we're just running it manually, but it should be created as a service. So no, you have to first create this Wings.service file. So copy this.
All right. And we have to do atc system d system this file here.
Yeah.
All right.
So first tap this, Control C.
Yeah. Okay, so I forgot the path. System D system.
And the file name Wings.service is.
Oh yeah, okay. .service. Paste it. There. And now we can run this command here.
Yeah, so this will enable the service. Okay, so we can check the status.
Yo, status.
And you don't have to specify the service actually, but it's okay.
Okay. Oh, yeah, running.
So press Ctrl C to exit, and well, so we got a running server. So let's go back to Pterodactyl panel, and I think it's time to create a server. So, but before you do that, you have to create allocations so you can use for the server. So you have to go back to the nodes page, go back to the node, enter the node dailyman, and in the allocations page, Yes, so basically you have to add the IP and ports you want to use in this for this server. So the IP is obviously the one from...
If I want to use, like, instead of people connecting to, like, let's say 54 something, and I want them to connect to, like, an IP that's gonna be like this, how to do that?
Yeah, so you still need to expose you still need a port. So here you just specify port. However, because this IP is an A port, because this IP we specified in the DNS records as a records to this IP, then the players in Minecraft will be able to join using this domain name only, if you use the default Minecraft port, of course. And this will just work automatically. So just for now, let's just create this new allocation, and then I will show you how it's gonna work.
Okay, so the IP should be... So I should now put the IP of the server.
Yes.
Okay, so let me get it. Okay, no, like this. IP alias, you don't have to put it there.
Yeah, you don't have to put anything there.
And ports?
So the ports is obviously, what ports do you need for Minecraft? So
yeah, let's see. 25565.
Yeah, I think that's the only port you really need. But if you wanted to have more servers, you want to add another port, right? So you can just you can add 2 more just in case. Why not? You don't have to. Or just anything, like the next numbers, perhaps.
Which 5566 and 25567.
Perhaps there's like, you know, some Minecraft plugins or extensions that are like Archon to connect to the server or something.
Yeah. So now we submit it.
Yeah, you submit it. That's right. Okay, so now we have this free port available. So now we're gonna create a server.
Servers.
Create
new. Okay, server name.
It's gonna be the name of your domain, right? Because this is gonna be like a recognizable name because people have to enter it to join.
Yeah. There.
Yeah, and you have to specify some server owner, which is well, only you are the user here.
Here.
Oh, and by the way, I think that in this server owner field, like, can you open it again? If you tried searching, like, type in your username, like all username. So Rety. Yeah, it doesn't find because it's actually searching by email. So this is really annoying because you might think like it's not working, but it's actually have to search by email.
Okay, good to know actually.
Yeah.
Good to know.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, I actually first typed in this. It didn't show anything, so I went back to this, and it worked. Yeah, good to know that it does that.
Yeah. Somebody might have completely different email than their username, so they will be very confused. So I wanted to mention that.
Okay, so we don't have to do. We can like leave this on 0, so it has like no limits.
No, this actually means that there is a limit, and the limit is 0, so you have to enter some number to enable it. And by the way, for the database, we're gonna have to, like, this is not the step. We still didn't create a database, kind of. We didn't set up a database for this server. But you can enter one database limit, so we're gonna set it up later, okay?
Okay, so what is good database limit?
1.
Just 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you need more databases, right, for one server?
Oh yeah, it's okay. All right. I thought like in megabytes or something that I have to enter like 500 or something. Okay, good.
This time it's quantity. So.
All right. Okay, good to know. So backup limit, let's say only 2, and allocation.
No, this is unnecessary because you only assign 1 port. This is fine. You don't need it. You don't need more.
Okay, we don't have to limit the CPU usage.
Well, I recommend you do that anyways, because like in case if this server goes crazy, it's not gonna crash on other servers. So like put it really high, it's also this is worth noting that this is 100% doesn't mean like 100% of your all CPU. It's just like 100% of one thread, and your CPU I believe has like 6 threads, if not more, maybe even 8.
So 600%.
600% will be like 100% of your CPU. So maybe enter it as 400 for now. You can adjust it anytime, so no problem.
Memory.
Yeah, and give it a lot of memory. Give it a lot of memory, like 8 gigabytes at least.
Let's say 16.
Okay, that's
just in
good.
case. This space, yeah, we don't have to go high on this. Let's say just.
But you've got so much space. You should give it a lot. Like, come on.
All right, let's give it. Let's give it half terabyte.
Oh, this is more than I thought. I thought like 50. That's okay. 50 gigabytes. It's okay. It's okay. It's good.
It will never reach this space, I hope.
Yeah, probably. No way. At least unless it's something really goes bad, like some log goes crazy. Okay, and let's. The other thing, the things on the left, on the right side, you can leave default. I never changed them personally.
All right. Okay.
So we're not gonna explain them.
Okay, let's go with paper.
All right.
And nest, obviously Minecraft, and we have to leave it. We can't skip the egg install, right? It would never install it.
Yeah, it wouldn't install it. And here you can use the Docker image, but I guess you want to use the latest Java version.
It is always installing the latest version of Minecraft, right?
What do you mean?
If it's always installing the latest version of the game server.
Oh yes, this is, you can see in the service variables there's a Minecraft version and it says latest. So I believe that's what does that.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's good.
So don't worry too much about these options if you don't know what any of them means, because you can always change these options, no problem. You can
I know that this is like the starting memory of the server, something with like how much memory it operates with, and the rest. Yeah, I never change any of the rest, so no idea what's the rest about.
Yeah, so you can change this anytime as well, so no problem.
So we can create it now.
Yes.
There we go.
Right, so this is installing. You can there's this external icon next to delete in the menu. There's about manage delete, and there's an external icon. I don't know what to call it, like a pop-up icon.
I don't know what to check it.
Yeah, look at the menu where you have about, manage, and delete.
Oh yeah.
So there's an icon there.
Yeah, here, right, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see the server is installing. I think it's starting already. So I think it's worth trying if we can connect. Oh, by the way, look at the CPU. Oh, you have to accept this, obviously. Okay, let's join your server.
Oh yeah.
Did you shut it down or did it crash?
Oh, it's actually starting. I did nothing.
Okay, I think.
Oh yeah, I see the CPU. Jesus Christ.
So you may want to.
But this is because this is because it's installing, so it uses a lot of CPU.
No, I think actually it was because it's starting. Like on the startup, it uses a lot of it. Well, let's be honest. Your CPU on a dedicated server is not great. It's like some old C, right? So you might actually want to give it all the CPU.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But anyways, let's try to join your server now.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah, Minecraft.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be on the latest version, so I have to change it now to change it.
Yeah, well, I'm not an expert in Minecraft. You must be better than me.
It's probably it's going to download it. I've never played the latest version, so
yeah,
it's going to take some time for it to download.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna skip this part, obviously. It's not gonna be interesting for them. But anyways, this video is gonna be like 2 hours anyways. I see it already.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna have to blur out this domain details, because I mean, but I don't think it will be worth changing your IP, because they already know your domain name. We just mentioned it too many times. They could check it anytime.
Yeah.
But I don't think
that's true. That's true.
nobody hates me that much, so you know, I don't think anybody will try to DDoS you, thinking it was me.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would they do that?
Yeah. Just this domain account, maybe it's good changing it, because the account ID is crazy. They showed it.
Okay.
And by the way, we can.
Is it working already? Yeah, it is. So
Yeah, it's
yeah, the CPU is around 15. Oh, it's
Yeah.
actually good. It's pretty high.
yeah, it's pretty
But
high.
like you said, it's not the greatest CPU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we will also have to set up MySQL. So this is like a separate
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
because we're gonna have to like create another user. There's instructions for it on Pterodactyl, but I want to cover it because people have problems with this.
Yeah, I obviously want to set up the database
Mm-hmm.
100%.
All right, so we'll do that after we check the server.
Yeah. Okay. Failed to connect to the server. Oh yeah, it's trying to connect here on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So we are gonna try to add the server. So we have to use the IP, or if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna work.
I believe it should work because you're using the default port, and there's an A record on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's working.
Yeah, it
Perfect. Mm-hmm. So you can only have one this type of server on this domain, because you know there's only one server on this IP with the same port. You know what I mean?
All right. Amazing. It works, and
Yeah.
the CPU is fucking crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna. Well, hopefully this will be good enough for this, or you might have to do everything over again. I mean, restart over, because you're gonna need to upgrade to a better dedicated server. Maybe.
Yeah, this is crazy that only one person is on, and it's already up
Yeah.
to 200.
Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe.
Like I understand that it's loading. That yeah, it's it dropped because it was loading all the terrain around.
Mhm.
But that's gonna be an issue when people are gonna be loading a terrain. If I'm gonna move this direction, it's obvious. Yeah, it's spiking.
Mhm. Yeah, well, it's gonna be a good
going.
benchmark for the CPU, definitely.
Yeah.
And you probably wanna give it not just 4 threads like I suggested to you, but more. Like you wanted to give all of
Yeah.
it. So maybe just change it to 0, because it's gonna be your only server, right?
Yeah. Yeah. For now, yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So. Okay. So the server is working. So we can look into setting up the database now.
All right. So. Okay. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. So let's go back to the Pterodactyl documentation.
Right.
And let's see the tutorial for setting up MySQL. Where is it? Oh, it's the tutorials.
Here it is.
Mhm.
Setting up MySQL.
All right. So again, we're gonna have to log in to create a user.
Okay. So.
No password.
Did we actually? Oh yeah, no password.
There's no password because it's safe. You know, it's not open to remote connections, so
Yeah.
it's absolutely safe. And
Yeah, we have to create new user.
yeah, but we already have a Pterodactyl user, but we want to create another user for this daemon, like for the wings. Sorry, for the node.
All right.
So open Notepad or VS Code, even better.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, can you zoom in so it's more visible? Because
Okay. And the username is the username is which one of the, or is there even a username in this? Oh yeah, here.
the Pterodactyl.
Oh yeah, here.
So I recommend to replace it to the name of your node,
Okay.
and then you have to replace the local host IP to allow remote connections. So then it will work like, you know, then you would be able to connect from your computer.
So
A few moments later.
As I said, you will have to make a user that allows remote connections for the reason of to allow your users on Pterodactyl to connect to this server from their own computers, for example, using HeyDSQL or anything. Well, not exactly this user, but this user will be creating another users for you know, Pterodactyl servers and databases dedicated for those users. So you want to create a user that allows remote connections. So you want to use a % sign. This will allow all kind of connections.
So like
yeah.
this.
Yeah, like this. And then enter the. I recommend generating a password here.
So so basically this is going to be censored now.
No, but you're gonna change it later. So don't worry. So just generate password from Google, and we'll change it later. So don't worry.
All right, let's just do.
No, actually, I recommend like showing them to generate this password, because this password is like more or less vulnerable.
Okay, so let's how to generate it. Probably not with the SSH keygen, right?
Or you can maybe just show them to go on the browser, go on some random.org to generate a password. You know, like website for this. I do that actually, personally. Okay, it can be this
actually,
one, but I use the third one.
Google.
Or this one is fine too.
Last pass. Let's go with all characters. So 23. Let's copy.
Yeah, whatever.
There we go. We got this one.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, so just...
Wait, is it going to be a problem if there's, in the password there's this?
I'm not sure. I think so, it may be. So maybe...
I'm probably going to remove it, and I'm probably going to even remove this symbol here, just in case.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, and let's see what's the next command, because there's another command there to grant access to creating a database in your panel, I believe. Okay, so it actually... No, wait, hold on. This is... Wait, we're doing the wrong tutorial. Look, there's another, creating a database host for nodes. We should be looking at that. We already did that one. We should be doing this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so...
Oh yeah, it's basically the same.
Yeah, it's basically the same. So then we just have to assigning permissions. We have to assign different permissions. So if you copy this, just replace the user and replace the well, the local IP to % sign. And let's see what's the next one, because I think there was one more. Oh, never mind. You're just gonna have to set up the MySQL server to allow a remote connection. So let's first create this user, then we will allow external access.
So basically, I'm gonna copy these two and just
run it and remember the password, because we're gonna need it later.
All right. There.
Okay, that's good.
Then exit.
You can exit, right? And now, well, set up HeyDSQL. Let's see. Maybe it is open to remote connections by default, but I don't think so. Do you have any HeyDSQL or anything else to connect to your...
Oh yeah, I got HeyDSQL.
Yeah, so let's just add a new server. At the bottom, you got it.
You go. You have to... Again, the IP. We do, so the user, it was the daddy man, right?
Right.
And password is this one right here. Okay.
Let's try to connect. It's probably not going to work because we didn't allow remote connections to the server yet. Okay, that's fine. Just save it so we don't lose it. There's a save button next to the new button. Like.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to rename it to that.
Daddy man, yeah.
Daddy, just Daddy.
Alright.
Oh my god, it sounds so fucking bad.
It's alright, come on. So, okay, so now we have to allow remote connections. Let's see the documentation. Well, this is not exactly how you allow external database access on the newer versions of MySQL, on Ubuntu at least. So let's run this find command, because this is going to tell us where to look for the files. So if you run find, yes. So now it tells you there's a my.cnf file in this directory. So let's actually open this file, but only just read it. So we'll type in cat. Yeah, and oh shit, there's our okay. So
okay, you know what? Let me remove.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we are already trying to set it up, but you can't just put it in the file there like we did. You can see it's commented out now. We tried to put it inside of this mycnf file, but it didn't work. So we commented out just to show you where we tried putting it in, and it didn't work. So what you have to do instead is you have to look into this mariadb.conf.d directory. So we want to list all the files in there. Can you do that?
So I have to look into this one?
Yes. So we just look into this one, like type in ls. Yes. And you will see there's a multiple files there, and you want to look into the 50-server.cnf. So let's open this file with Nano.
Where do you see it? Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. Okay, with. Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah, and here's the bind address. It's already bound to local IP, and you want to change that to 4 zeros. So now this will allow remote connections. So save this and restart the MySQL service.
Yeah. And just for a good measure, I'm gonna do MariaDB.
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? And yeah, so now let's try to connect. And it's working.
It works. Yeah.
Yeah. So now your MySQL server allows remote connections, and we created a user that allows this remote connections, because obviously you still won't be able to sign in as user because it doesn't allow remote connections. So this is why we created this another user called Dairyman, but you can call it anything. So now we're gonna connect this user to our Pterodactyl panel, so the panel can use this user to create databases for servers. So go back here and go into the databases. And here we have to create a new host. Yeah, and first we want to enter some name.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, the DB.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah. And add hosts, so this will be the IP.
Okay.
The port, we didn't change the default port, so it's the same.
Okay, so this is not gonna be the username, but this is gonna be this one.
Yes.
And which means this is gonna be the password.
Yes.
There we go.
And this is important to link the node to this server, sorry, to this database host. So, and I believe this should work, and it does.
Successful.
Yeah. So now let's go into the server and let's create a database just in case.
Databases.
Mm-hmm.
New database. Database name.
Minecraft.
Server. Or okay, that's maybe
Give
more like
Minecraft,
it.
come on. Yeah. You don't have to enter anything here. No, you don't have to anything. I think we'll just enter it by default. Yeah. So.
And it worked.
So it works. And well, if you look in the HeyDSQL, you don't have to connect to this user. Oh, we already closed it down. But you would see that this database was created and this user was created just for this database. So this is safe.
You can connect.
Okay, so just connect and just show the database it was created. Yeah.
Okay.
There's,
Here it is, I think.
Yeah. So now you can connect it to any plugins or anything on the server. It will work. It doesn't allow remote connections. Save password because the password was generated by Pterodactyl. Okay, so I think that's it for at least for this video, right? Do you want to add something or do you want to ask some questions? Or say?
I think I'm good.
Okay, so good luck with your server now. I'm happy I could help, and thanks for letting me record this session, so I can.
Yeah, no problem. I am thankful that it was an honor. That's what I wanted to say,
Yeah.
And thank you.
Thanks a lot. So yeah, we just have to remember to change the passwords now before I upload this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that, but we of course we're not gonna record this. So goodbye everyone. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.